Hi, I'm Dr. Priya Stella Mary, Assistant Professor in Data Science, St. Joseph's College, Trichy. In this video, we are going to perform visualization using Matplotlib library. And this is the agenda. First, we are going to see the introduction to data visualization, and after that, why data visualization is needed, and then what is Matplotlib, and how we are going to plot basic plots using Matplotlib, and then the summary. Data visualization is a representation of data in a visual form such as graphs, charts, etc., so that the human brain can understand the data easily and gain insights from it. Why data visualization is needed? Data visualization gives a clear idea of data, so identifying trends, patterns, and outliers in the big data sets becomes easier and facilitates in faster decision making. And what is Matplotlib? So Python has many packages for doing visualization. Matplotlib is one such popular library widely used for data visualizations. So in this video, we shall see how to create some basic graphs, namely line graphs, scatter plot, bar plot using Matplotlib. First of all, we shall see about simple line graphs. A simple line graph has only one line, which depicts the change in one variable with respect to the other variable. In most cases, one variable is dependent, whereas the other variable is independent. Let us understand the simple line graph through an example. Assume that there is a sales representative working in a car showroom recorded the sale of cars for 5 days, that is from Monday to Tuesday. The recorded data are given in the table. We shall draw a line graph to represent this data using Matplotlib. So let us understand this basic Python code to generate the line graph. Pyplot is imported from Matplotlib as PLT. The two variables are assigned values. Supply the data stored in these two variables to the plot function, this plt.plot function. This function plots points in the Cartesian plane. And then plt.title function displays the title. plt.xlabel and plt.ylabel functions assign labels to the x-axis and y-axis respectively. And finally, the plt.show function displays the line graph. So when we look at this graph, it is obvious that the maximum number of cars sold on Friday and minimum number of cars sold on Monday. Thus, the simple graph, line graph, conveys the needed information in an easier way. There's more to see about the bar graph. Bar graph plots data using rectangular bars which compare different categories of data. So let us understand a bar graph through an example. And data on estimated COVID-19 vaccine production in 2020 and 2021 by various countries such as United States, United Kingdom, India, etc. are given in the following table. We shall draw a bar graph to represent this data using Matplotlib. Let us understand this basic Python code to generate the bar graph. Pyplot is imported from Matplotlib as PLT. Data are assigned to variables. When different colors are applied to different bars, it reduces the time to gain insights from the graph. Supply the data stored in these variables to the plt.bar function, which plots the bars in the Cartesian plane. And then we assign title, provide labels to x and y axis. Finally, the plt.show function displays the bar graph. When we look at this graph, it is very clear that estimated production of COVID-19 vaccine by United States is more than any other countries taken for comparison. Now let's move on to see about the scatter plot. Scatter plots show the relationship between two variables. Let us understand the scatter plot through an example. Assume that the temperature of a cup of tea was recorded over time. The recorded data are shown in the following table. Initially, the temperature of the tea is 95 degrees Celsius, and after 1 minute, its temperature was 89 degrees Celsius, and after 2 minutes, its temperature was 81 degrees Celsius, and so on. We shall use scatter plot to represent this data. As usual, the py plot is imported from Matplotlib as PLT. The data are assigned to variables, and again, different colors are applied to different dots so that understanding can be enhanced. And supply the data stored in these variables to the plt.scatter function, which plot the points in the Cartesian plane. Then, as usual, assign title, provide labels to x-axis and y-axis, and finally, the plt.show function displays the bar graph. When you look at the table, when you look at this graph, it is very clear that estimated production. When you look at this particular graph, it is evident that when you join all the points together using a straight line, it represents a strong negative correlation. That is, the temperature of a cup of tea kept in the open space decreases when the time increases. So this sort of easy interpretation and understanding can be done through this particular scatter plot. Summary. Through data visualization, massive amount of data can be interpreted in a clear and simpler way. Data visualization eases decision-making process and significantly improves the performance of any business or organization. Thanks for listening. Happy learning. I'll catch you all in the next video on visualization. Thank you so much.